And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Colorado Rockies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And getting to start, Brady Singer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And the righty deals. That one missed. And today is draft day. Singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team.
Oh, look at this. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out. And at the plate for Miami, Barry Bonds. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Way out front for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Yuri Perez. What's the word on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Bottom of the first, here's the left fielder, Stuart Baroa. Next pitch in the dirt, and the count is 3-1. That one in triple digits. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And the batter now, Brandon Lockridge. Baroa on at first, nobody out. And strike two. Runner on the move. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Swing and he breaks his bat. Here's Edwards for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Ryan McMahon now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
And now here is Ozzie Villegas. This one in the dirt. So what are the skills you look for that make a runner on the go? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, now the third baseman, Connor Norby.
Count is 3-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to.
And it's caught for the out.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Bernabel tossed to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. So in now for Colorado, Ruben Ayala. Perez winds and deals.
That's out.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one to first. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. That's outside. 2-1. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And it gets by him. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw in there safely.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Next to hit for the Rockies, Warming Bernabel. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive. Now it's the second baseman. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in Denver, now here is Andrew Vaughn. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
McMahon fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Next to hit, Jonah Heim. Man at second. And a strike on the outside edge.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Stuart Baroa. Hard hit, right side. Bryant takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So up next, Brandon Lockridge. One down, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. So 2 down. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Ozzie Villegas. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's in the dirt. Fastball is outside. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that one ripped to left and foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the
runner on the go. He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Otto Lopez. That's to third. McMahon sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Barry Bonds, the next up for the Marlins. Falling behind 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
To the right side. Takes it himself. And that quickly 2 away. Connor Norby digs in now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 out, space is empty. That's to third. Slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the inning, leading off, Ezekiel Tovar. In the air, out towards right center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Hunter Goodman. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a full count. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the second baseman. Next pitch is downstairs. And that is out of play. Goodman off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one is inside. High chopper to third. Norby throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. That misses the zone, and the count 2-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And there's a ball.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Andrew Vaughn, the next up for the Marlins.
Now batting, designated hitter Andrew Vaughn.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Stuart Baroa. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 1-2. And that's down and away. Just misses. And now 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Next for Colorado, Ryan McMahon.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup. Counts full, 3-2. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. So runner at second, 2 down. Villegas getting ready to hit. A new arm into the game, the righty, George Soriano.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Hard hit left side. And he can't come up with it. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ayala now at the plate. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in, and the inning is over. Top six, and now Drew Gilbert. And he chases that one below the zone.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
The count's full.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. One out, bases empty. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. Fought off foul. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. And he's out. Back to the top of the lineup, Xavier Edwards. The next up for the Marlins. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ayala on the run towards the line. And that gets down in the corner. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Now batting, second baseman Otto.
So runner at second, 2 down. Otto Lopez will hit next. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar fires to first on the run, and that's a nice play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. Good job to fight that one off. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short. Edwards zips it across. One away, bottom of the 6th. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So a man aboard, and here's the first baseman, Warming Bernabel. Goodman stands at first with 1 out. Bernabel recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Now it's the second baseman.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
A little bit low. Right through there for a strike.
The count is full.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here's the left fielder, Stuart Baroa. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dave Carlisle.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game, and now Barry Bonds looking to get the tying run on base, and that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins.
What do you got?
And he won around. Just enough that time. He goes down looking. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Lane Thomas.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And a count 1-2. So the tying run at second keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball left side. Over to first. And Thomas is out. That ends the frame. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Waskari Noah.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Brandon Lockridge digging in for the Rockies. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to.
And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Colorado's DH, Ozzie Villegas. The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to third. Ruben Ayala digging in for the Rockies.
taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Well done behind the dish.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Lamar Barger.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Now here's the Marlins DH, Andrew Vaughn. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Drew Gilbert. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Next offering way off the plate.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the eighth. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy.
And that one gets away at the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the run.
Oh, and this one gets away. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Andrew Nardi.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Ezekiel Tovar digs in now.
The shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Hunter Goodman getting ready to hit. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. In the dirt, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Warming Bernabel digging in for the Rockies. That one outside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies.
pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Alex Vesia. He last pitched 2 days ago. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Ah, that hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. No outs. Runner at first. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Lockridge gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Barry Bonds, the next up for the Marlins. And Chris, is the stolen base a possibility here?
I say no. I think you drop anchor over there. Don't distract the hitter at all. Don't run yourself out.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A massive home run. It's 2-1. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. The 1-1. On the ground. Whips it to first. That's out number 2. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
First baseman, Jonah Bride.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Baroa sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
Devin Williams.
Well, one-run game. Here's the second baseman.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And it's even up. Stays alive. Goes down looking. He's 2 outs away. Stuart Baroa, the next to hit. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
With the winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Over to first, and he saved.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but
runner on the go. Got him swinging. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. And downstairs, Williams is just 1 strike away. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop to first. And that's the ball game. What a play to finish it.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.